Guys, it's Eric Miller from Cumberland, Maryland, driver of the 4421 car. We're here at the 2015 King of the Hammers. Kind of back here with looking for a little revenge. Last year we had an issue, we had a 10-minute lead, 30 miles off from the finish, and lost the steering component. So kind of back looking to take that win back that we were so close to last year. It's been on my mind all year. We've kept the same car. It's proven. I know it. I've had seat time in it, and we've made a couple adjustments with it. Fine-tuning some of the systems on it. So we're hopeful that that our qualifying spot first off the line tomorrow will be an advantage. We'll have some clean air in the desert and hopefully be one of the first teams to the rocks. Hopefully that'll play well. It's a 215-mile race this year, longer than ever. It's still about attrition, so we'll try to keep the car together and have a clean day tomorrow.
So we've been racing King of the Hammer since 2009. We actually won the race in 2010. We were the first person to win it as a last chance qualifier. And since then we've been racing every Ultra 4 race of the year. Pretty hot and heavy. We've got great sponsors backing us now, and nobody's ever won it 3 times, and nobody's ever won it back to back. So it's going to be a tough feat, and having 2 years back to back is going to be, I don't know. We'll see. Got a bunch of time on the car and just had little prep stuff to do, and then qualifying I lost the gear in the transmission and ripped an A-arm off, so it started quite a snowball. We had about a full day's worth of work to prep the car, and then got to fix all that stuff. So we had to have a buddy break into Randy Sloss's shop and get some A-arms for us up in Reno, and we're just now finishing putting the car together. We got a little bit of test time on it, and the car's fresh, ready to go, and hopefully we'll be back on the podium. There it goes. Coming in at the same time, guys.
Good. I was taking it easy. That was my plan. Just be smooth and wait for everybody to kind of drop off and just keep a good pace. And first thing this morning, my throttle cable, the bracket fell off, and I had to get out and fix that. And I left my pit and went to back door to go climb back door. And as I pulled up there, I realized my ARB compressor, something had happened to it. So I had to sit there and hot wire it. And about the time I got it hot wired and stuff, Waylon and them had came through and got up there, and I got all the way over here to Spooner's, running the compressor and everything. I had them wired direct, so it was running it the whole time, and you could see the voltage dropping. And then the tranny was, I think the tranny was bad from when I put the seal in it and stuff. So we got it. I came out of Spooner's and came over here just so I wasn't stuck out on the trail all night, and figured I'd see what I could do to fix it. And it's a little too far gone. We're gonna put it back together with the same tranny and see if we can limp it to the main pit and see if we can cheer everybody else on. Waylon's doing awesome. Me and him were together quite a bit today. When I was on Spooners, I came up on him. Cagliero had got stuck on the trail right in the middle of it, and Waylon had to do a crazy line around him and winch, and he was losing a little bit of tranny fluid or something, so they were topping him off, and they left out of Spooners before I came out, and I think he's probably sitting in fourth right now, but he should be doing good. And Bailey's not broke or nothing. She's just stuck in that traffic jam over there on Jackhammer. I don't know if she got out of there yet or not, but I'm hoping she can make it to the cutoff so she gets through there, and it'd be good for her to finish her first race at the first King of the Hammers.
We left the line first with Jason Shearer. We had Clean Air in the Desert, and he went to backdoor. And I just had that feeling all day long. You know, we just kept joking, saying it's just another day in Johnson Valley out wheeling, and that's just what it felt like. We just went out wheeling, you know, at our fun pace. So yeah, we had a clean first lap. It was lap 2. We were coming, coming up Big Johnson there at the bottom of it, and we're in the sand wash, and the car just sat down on the back. And I was thinking to myself, I didn't hear anything mechanical. The link failed, and then I'm like, oh, it's wheel and tire. What happened? Robbie jumps out, and the studs are sheared off the back. Like, well, there it is. You know, that was just like the worst feeling in the world when that car sunk down. Like, you know, because we were in a really good spot then. So I said, all right, let's figure out how to do it. We don't have a good jack. We have a little scissor jack out there. We're in the sand, so it's like the worst conditions possible to change a tire. So we actually managed to 3-wheel the car up on a rock, flex it so the suspension drooped out, jack the axle up, dig a hole. We had 2 studs on there that we cross-thread lug nuts on, and we drove another 2 miles in a pit where the guys were waiting with the unit bearing. We lost almost an hour there with that breakage, but you know, I was on a mission. I was feeling good, and I said, you know what, we can pick these guys off. This is the longest King of the Hammers there's ever been. And if we ever have a chance to come back, it's now. And I kept that mentality the whole day, and drove on the ragged edge of what this car was capable of. So we were coming into 1 when the steering wheel started to lock up, just like last year. And my heart just sunk. I said, Robbie, I can smell the fluid. I said, dude, I think we blew a line or a pump. And I pulled over before it even stopped, had him jump out, he got under the hood. It's just spraying out the back of the pump. So, what are we going to do? So he got fluid out of the back, we crammed a quart in the reservoir, and made it to remote pit 1 where my guys were waiting there. This car is a mess to change a pump on, so to do it in 15 minutes is amazing, but it was just really good teamwork, and from that moment on, it was full-on kill mode. I knew Levi was in front of me, and I had to catch him and put ground on him to make a place over him, and I knew Randy was probably too far ahead to make up the time, but race isn't over until you cross the line. I didn't know if you have an issue or whatnot, so here we are. I mean, it was a heck of a day. I'm really proud of the effort my whole crew put in, Rob and myself, and all my sponsors. This car's built with the best stuff, and it's the only reason I can drive it at this level. So, really proud to be here. Big thanks to Nitto Tire. They were great all day. I think we only winched 1 time on backdoor, and that was just out of pure being conservative.
We started out today, everything was going smooth, no issues. No flats.
I didn't know if you were mad.
Got to a traffic jam and ended up having to go around on a different route and got stuck a little bit. Got stuck there for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Other than that, everything went smooth, and it was a pretty good day.
Going into pit 1 and had a couple technical issues. The car was actually on fire from a little oil leak, so lost about 5 minutes there getting the car back together, and got by some slower drivers. But we were able to come in after pit 1 and physically, I don't know, 6 or 7 somewhere in there, which wasn't too terrible. Went tearing out of it after the first lap, and was probably pushing a little too hard, and was a little frustrated at where my position was at. Ended up sticking the car in the desert a little bit, and front flipped it about 4 times at about 90 miles an hour. So I'm pretty sore right now. Took a good tumble. The car held up good. Thank God I got a junior swirling close. Now that the King of the Hammers 2015 is over, we'll go back home, tear the car apart, fix anything that we tore up out here, and then get it all prepped and ready to race the rest of the season. We'll have 8 to 10 more races for the year, and we'll be back out here going for our 3rd win in 2016. So look forward to that, watching racing. we'll be racing all the West Coast stuff, and we'll be down in Mexico doing Baja racing as well.